This is for Janice Ian.
Hey, it's Jessica Lee. I have some quiet time and I'm shuffling. We already have some flipping over. I've had these cards pop out for me twice today. Forgive and fed up. Sometimes we get to a point where we're fed up. We can't live in hate though, right? But we're fed up. All right, hope came out as well here. That came out sideways with its fingers crossed. So here we have two hands. Two hands with forgive. Fed up. He's all like, his eyes are like, hope. This came out sideways. And these two came out overwhelmed. Intrusive thoughts. Okay, so hope might be a little hard to have right now. And your mind may be a bit overwhelmed. And intrusive thoughts, definitely that's a card that leads to us thinking not so good thoughts, right? Intrusive, that's like nobody wants to be intruded on, right? It's not thoughts you wanted to have there. It's not what you wanted to think. All right, we got healing popped out. And at peace. Alright, Spirit saying since at peace came out facing down, you may not be aware that things are heading towards a more peaceful avenue, is what I heard. Avenue. But you may be aware that healing needs to happen or you're in the process of it. Ooh, another one. This is a feeling, it's called the Feeling Oracle, I believe. I had one of my clients ask me the other day, what cards do you use? Dreams came out sideways. And I'm hearing with that, you may be going through a period where you feel like you're waking up, actually. Like maybe you were in La La Land. Maybe you were living in the dream world. Intuition came out also sideways, landed over dreams like that. And self-confidence. Alright. What I'm hearing there is it seems like it's kind of going, there's a lot to cover. Seems like it's going in a lot of different directions. Alright. So you know a situation has to change. You're fed up. You don't like the results. Maybe someone is making it go in a different direction too. Spirit's giving me the feeling for some of you, you're going to be the one choosing to go in a different direction. You're tired of the situation. For others, maybe someone's forcing you to go in a different direction. Oh, my brother's home. I guess I better wrap it up. You may not be feeling too confident about moving forward. You may have a lot of doubt. You may not feel so peaceful within, but no, you need to heal. Okay. You may have been living in the dream world in La La Land, or maybe just having too high of expectations compared to reality. But you seem to be aware of where you need to wake up right now. Self-confidence came out on its own. But next was fear. And what is this one? Wounded heart. Okay. The Spirit's explaining these ones, you may be putting forth that confidence. Maybe trying to tap into it or having like a bravado sense of confidence as you're moving forward here. But deep down and beneath that surface, you actually are afraid. You actually are very hurt. You're hurting a lot. Spirit's saying growth's not really easy. I've been hearing this a lot this week. And we got change. Let's spell out over by dreams with intuition. Something's got to change. Trauma, jealousy, optimism, with sorrow. Okay, and jealousy, that's just saying there's something you want. Someone else has it. You've seen it happen, so you have. If you're jealous, that means somebody has something that you want. So you know it's possible, and I guess it hurts you really bad for someone else to have what you want right now. And you're really having to be strong right now, buddy. You're having to be strong. You're having to make changes. You're having to wake up. It's not feeling good. Yeah. Waking up, it mega hurts. Mega hurts. Happiness came out. This was held close. So you still, it's not like all hope is lost. You still have something you're happy about. You're holding it close to your chest. So maybe others don't know about the secret joy you have. Alright. Shadow work over optimism and sorrow. You got some things to work on. Nurture. Unknowing stress. Manic. Anger. Gratitude, you are deserving. Oh, jealousy, and you are deserving of anger and gratitude. These feel like some heavy cards. If you want to book a session and talk about it, more than welcome. That's what I do. I do this for a living. I am a professional psychic. These are some heavy cards, loves. Nurture, unknowing. Right there tells me. Okay, I'm getting a few messages on those two right there. Tells me you don't know where you're going. Like you need to stay positive. You need to keep working on your garden. Sometimes that means planting seeds. Sometimes it means just getting the soil ready, right? And then planting seeds, watering it. So you gotta cry over it a little. Sometimes you need to just leave things and not look at it. Things don't grow in a garden if we're constantly digging them back up just to check on it. Hey, are you still there? Sometimes that kills it, right? For example. Okay. What else was I saying with that? Where did I put them? Nurture and unknowing. There was also a message about like feeding into nurturing things without really knowing, what it really is. And that I'm hearing that goes back to that dream card about, maybe you've been living in an illusion in a dream. Maybe you're pouring into things like investing in something because you have a good feeling, but if you actually were to research into it and look into it and see things from I want to say a broader perspective or unattached, detached perspective, you might actually realize, that's not really what you should have been nurturing. What is that, the 7 of Pentacle cards? I've seen something like that. The guy he's working on his garden, he's kind of stopping and looking. More of a oracle card reader, but I do some tarot. Stress, manic. It tells me you're doing too much, and you're doing it not from a calm place or a center place, but maybe from a place of lack, fear. You're doing too much. Anger, gratitude. Those are like the cards that go back to that jealousy feeling. So maybe I'll pull back a little. I'm gonna leave it there. It looks like some of us have some introspection to do today or this week. You may want to wake up, like really wake up, and not just. I'm hearing, and I'm getting a replay of this meme that somebody posted. They're like, "Why do kids when they wake up they just cry? Like, can't you just wake up and go?" And I don't know. My kids were never like that. I always woke them up like, "Hey, it's a new day." I didn't hear too much crying, but I know I babysat kids that, they wake up and they whimper and stuff. And I would just assume it's because their parent wasn't there. But, sometimes waking up to reality, it does make you want to cry. Oh, fuck yeah, it does. But, you're going to have to swallow the pill, make your changes, get with the program, stop chasing butterflies, especially if you're trying to make money chasing butterflies, unless you got a net. Spirit's like, stop chasing butterflies without the net. You don't know what you're doing yet. You're going for the wrong thing, and that's why you're not having the results you want. So the sooner you swallow this tough pill of reality, the sooner you're going to be able to move forward and have better results. And I'm hearing that will improve your confidence. You won't have to really fake it as much because you'll be more in tune with what's for you instead of chasing what's not or what's an illusion. I hope this makes sense. If you like a reading, I'm available at thesecretpsychic.com, and I'm on Bitwine as The Secret Psychic Shop right now. And that's it. Have a good day. I'll talk to you all later.